end to the end. No. You mean this part right here? This part right here gonna be it's gonna be blue. So, but the reason why I don't do the deep blue here because right here it was wet. So if I do a deep blue here, it's gonna bleed into each other. That's why I have to clear first, and then now I'm gonna do the blue right here. You can go ahead and do the blue right here. I'm just waiting for the people just a little bit. So now let's oh, my pleasure. Now glow. Remember, Moni, be on time next time, 10 o'clock. Tomorrow you got another one. But be on time, be on 10 o'clock. Have everything ready. At the end of the live, I will give you a list of products to have ready tomorrow, because tomorrow you have to have specialty product. Alright. For those that are done, for those that keep going, still going, keep going. I'm still just feeling it. I take some deep blue and I just feel in this space right here. So I'll go extra slow for you. So I just slap some gel right in the middles. Make sure I don't have a lot of gel on my brush. See, my brush doesn't have a lot of gel. And now look what I'm doing. Let me zoom in. So I spread it out, and just because my brush doesn't have a lot of gel, it's very neat. And I don't have to redip my gel polish because it's already right here in the middle. It's like a little easel that I can use. See that? How nice and neat it is. I'm gonna do some right here too, down here. Deep blue. And then make sure that I don't have a lot on my brush. Blue right here. Spread it out. I'm using a 10mm brush, which is my favorite brush. Get this. And then this part is gonna be white, is where her shoulder is. Get this. Hello, India! Joining for the first time. Alright, gentlemen, this is how we does this. Today is interactive day. Interactive meaning going along. So I demonstrate one design, and then I let the audience going along with me. So I do one little step, and then they repeat it. Then I give them time too, and then I'm doing another little step, and then they repeat it. It's called interactive day. And then on Wednesday is nails party day. Nails party meaning you don't go along with me. I take in requests. I show you about what product can do. I do freestyle. It's really fun on Wednesday. And then there is a 1 hour live day. It doesn't have a specific day. It's very sporadic. And I do 1 hour live. You don't go along with me, but I will have a little video for you to watch after at tino.shop, the Instagram. So that's another form of live. And then later I'm gonna have a bedazzle live. So how can you follow along is you just have to check my Instagram, and below my Instagram is where I have all my live schedule. You can click on it to see what coming up, so you know ahead of time to prepare to go and watch it, so you don't miss anything. Okay, hear this. after this, you're ready to erase all the pencil mark. That's another cool thing about pencil. You can erase it right up with alcohol. Oh, thank you, Sylvie, baby. Welcome to our live, Sylvie, baby. How much short time does it take to finish one full sailor moon doing continued work? Sailor moon should take you about 15 minutes to do. If you don't sketch, if you first start it out and you have to sketch it and everything, then it should take you about 30 minutes for beginner on sailor moon. Okay, now with this, what you need to do is you need to take a paper towel, have some alcohol, and erase your pencil mark so it's all nice and clean. No pencil mark. Yay! Alright. Erase it all, erase it all. Now, you need to shadow this. You need to put a little line on it too. So, let me take my top coat and mask this so it's more even. So I take my top coat, I apply a very thin layer on this so I can paint it line on top of it. A character painting, I use about 2 layers of matte, sometimes 3. I matte it in between. Don't forget the important step. So you can level it. Matte in between is very important. Clear this in full clear. Very important. Matte in between. Not a lot, just thin layers. Yes, gel polish and gel paint, it really doesn't matter. Gel polish I'm more comfortable with because it's thinner than gel paint. But when it comes down to it, it boils down to how you paint it. It's not really the material. That's why I'm doing interactive live on character painting. Because character painting, you're very forgiving on material. You don't have to have like everything correctly. Like tomorrow you have to have texture effect gel. You have to have chrome. You have to have specific product. This one, just any gel, and the most important thing is the brushes. You have to have the appropriate brush for certain things. I'm gonna take a brown gel. I'm gonna line this up pretty quick. So, she need a chin. So I give her a chin. Okay. And then she need a nose. And then her mouth, also outline her mouth. Go ahead and do the eyes. The eyes, I'm gonna use black. Actually, I'm gonna give her blue eye first. Putting some blue here, some blue right here. And then I'm taking a filler brush, slightly blended that down. is dry, by the way. There's nothing on my brush. Oh, completely dry. Now the hair. Also outline the hair. Make sure it's very thin, so you don't pick up too much. Just pick up a little bit on your brush. This is how I pick it up. I pulled it out. I don't just dip it. I pull that out. So it's cleaner on my brush. Just take your time to outline this. Don't forget that this part of her is gonna be red inside. Just thin little lines, so you don't pick up a lot of gel. Plus, when you draw, you use just a tip of the brush to draw with. Later we're gonna mat this and we're gonna put a little moon around the middles. The reason why I use dark brown to outline it because I'm afraid of black. When it comes to character painting, I like to use deep color to outline, but not lightly black. You know that there is an artist a long time ago. He used black as his element on shadow, and he ended up killing himself because black is not a hue color. It don't have hue color pigment in it. It's can make character painting very unnatural. So I don't use black often. I use something closer, like a deep brown. Look at this. So just outlining it, just take your time, give it like thin outline. Color for the skin. I use misty blush, but then again, you can always mix it. If your nude is too dark, you mix with white polish. If it's too pink, you add just a tiny bit of yellow in there, just a tiny bit of it. It make it warmer. If it's too orange, you add just a tiny bit of pink in there. It make it pinker, and then add white gel polish to make it lighter, so you can mix it. Hear this? Now the left side of her hair, because I draw her really big so people can follow. So the left side of her hair are out here. Just use your imagination and imagine it out here. So if that's two now, you probably will see her hair in like a moon from the other nail. This spread is 10 millimeters. Now, I use black. For black, I rather use black texture effects. I like the consistency of it. Because I use it for the eyelashes. No, the eyelash is okay, because eyelash color is black. So, I draw one slightly curved line to here. Another slightly curved line up here through the hair. Just like that. One curved line right here, another curved line up here for the eyebrow. And then, for eyelashes. A little bit on this side, a little bit on this side. Very thin. Remember, just to use the head of the brush. Very thin. Okay. Let's catch up on that. Yes, damn it, salon. I stop right now so I can follow this. See, all this is just outline. The barrier is already there for you to see it. You just follow it and outline this. The eye, however, a little bit more tricky. So I wait on the eyes. Yeah, take your time. It just outline. So don't worry if you falling behind or miss something, because the barrier of the color is already there for you. You just have to outline everything. Look at her eyes, such a big eye. Who would design her? I wonder who come up with her. I remember when I was little, that's all I watched is Sailor Moon. No Coco Bunny, is interactive light, and we do Sailor Moon. Tomorrow we're gonna have another one on Dragon Eyes at 10 o'clock Central Time. Okay. Now, down here, I'm gonna use brown, because it's not the eyelash. It's the outline of the eye down here. So I'm gonna use dark brown. Very thin. And you will notice as you draw, the slower your line is. When you drag your brush, the more time it has to absorb into the surface. The gel, you have a paint and you run out of gel on your brush. If you touch it lightly and going slow, it will give time for the gel to absorb into the surface. That's one difficult thing that people experience, is that when they go really light on the top of the tip, the brush, they couldn't paint. Gel couldn't stick on it because it's too light. And that the trick is to go slower. If you go slower, it will give time for the gel to absorb on the surface. Sometimes if my brushes have like one extra hair out, I do clip it. I don't want one just single hair just sticking out. So that's just outline. Now we're gonna shadow it. Okay, that's where you need stained glass gel. So on this, I'm gonna take out some stained glass gel. If you behind, keep going. Keep going, keep shading it, keep outlining it. Oh, this pink. Take out orange. I'm gonna make the shadow for her hair first. So I take number 5 and number 1 stained glass gel out. Okay, so I mix it into a light orange. I'm adding just a little more green to neutralize that colors. Make it not too bright. Let me see what it becomes. Kind of like a yellow oxide. Thank you. Gracias, Delis Makeup. Gracias, Anna. Gracias. This is so nice. Thank you. Peace and love. Alright. Oh! Thank you, ribbon nails. Thank you, Cookie. Okay, now let's do the shadow for her hair. So the shadow for her hair, let's start right here. Taking stained glass gel and outline this. Something in the middle right here. I love stained glass gel for shading because it's not harsh. It's so easy to blend with. Give you 10 seconds. How did you make your shadow with stained glass gel? I use yellow and orange and add just a little bit of green just to make it not too bright. If you haven't have stained glass gel already, you can get it at Tino shop. Add some orange down here. So this is the shadows. Give the design more depth. Okay, give you 30 seconds on that one. Just shadowing. And then I have some deep blue. This is my favorite too. This is number 8 stained glass. This is number 8. add a little blue right here. This is the shadow of her collar. Just like that. A little bit for her eyes too. Her eye needs some deep color in it too. Just like that. And I'm gonna use a lighter stained glass blue, number 7. This is number 7, lighters. It's my favorite when I do like ocean and all that. I love this. Plus, this is a good shadow for the white. Let's mix it with a little pink just to make it a little purplish. Not too bluish. There's already a lot of blue on here, so let's mix like a purple for the shadow for the white. Okay, I'm gonna give you another 30 seconds before I proceed. So I have orange shadow for the hair and then deep blue shadow for the color and the eyes. Yes, you can. Just make sure that it's not too opaque. You don't want harsh line. You want everything to look blend, like they see it. See it blend like airbrush. That's what you want. Let me see if I can even blend the eyes too. Just like this. See how easy to blend? That's why I use stained glass. Okay, now I taken this is kind of like a purple blue that I have, and I draw her shadow under here for the white, cause the bow is on it, so there should be a shadow underneath it. A little bit right here too. See that? Okay, give you another 30 seconds before we move on to the shadow for the skin. That one is come to life. Okay, for the skin, I still section the orange that I just mixed. I just add a little blue in it just to make that darker. Ooh, that's a lot of blue. I hope it doesn't turn out too blue. Let me see. Ooh, that's a lot of blue. I need more orange. There you go. It's better now. Still need a little more though. That's one people mistake when they mix in skin tone. Too much blue. There are always an orange element and a blue element, except for the blue only a little bit. Now, I'm gonna draw the shadow in her face. I'm using a pointy brush, by the way. You gotta have a pointy brush in your life. Yes, bring her to life. We still need to draw a little white dot for her eyes too, by the way. I don't know if I mix, oh, I didn't clear this line right here. I need to cleanse it and clear it. I forgot to clear it. That's why when I put the stained glass on, there's a little blemish right here. Cause I didn't clear this one. Okay, clean it up nicely. Clear this. Hello, nail by T. Chị Thi hình như là em gặp chị ở New York phải không? Em gặp chị ở New York. Chị Thi ở, ở chỗ nào ta? New Jersey. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, now I'm gonna clean it up nicely. Clear this. Hello, nail by T. Chị Thi hình như là em gặp chị ở New York phải không? Em gặp chị ở New York. Chị Thi ở chỗ nào ta? New Jersey. New Jersey. Tuần nào em cũng lên đây em dạy, cho nên nếu rảnh là lên coi nha. Ngày mai là em có một lớp nữa. Ngày mai sẽ vẽ mặt rồng từ 10 giờ sáng là ở Chicago nha, Chicago Time. Alright. Now let's paint in the shadow of the face. So this brown that I have, brown stained glass, I mix orange and blue stained glass to make brown stained glass. Give her a little shadow right here on the chin. Underneath her eyebrow, needs a little bit of shadow too. And on her hair, underneath the hairline, there's some shadow needed too. Look at that. It just changed everything, isn't it? It takes something so two-dimensional and it just sort of changes it into something three-dimensional. That's why I use stained glass. I make sure that it's not harsh. You want it to blend so smooth, not harsh. That's why before, when you have question about what stained glass do, so this is one thing that it does. Cure this. Oh. I'll give you 30 seconds. Yeah, she look a little high because she don't have white dot on her eye yet. Oh, I wish you wouldn't have mentioned it. God damn it, Kira Nails. I wish you didn't mention getting high. I didn't wake and bake yet. I just wake up and I dive into life immediately. Kira Nails. Now I want to puff. Gosh, it's all your fault. If I end up in rehab, it's all your fault. Okay, take it out. Now, so shadow. Oh, the red. I haven't shadowed the red. Duh. So red, I'm just gonna get like I don't have stained glass red yet, so I'm just gonna get these. And I'm gonna mix it with top coat. Have to be careful and not mix too much, because you don't want it to be opaque at all. You want it to be sheer and blendy. Mix it with a little black. Okay, let's see how it look on the red. Oh, you're welcome, Mickey Pocock. Sorry, sometimes I block in I'm blocking scribbler. Sometimes I have quick finger and I do it accident. Thank you for messaging me. I would hate to have you not able to join us. Okay. And a little shadow right here. Might as well. For the color. And I forgot a little orange shadow for the belt. Here it is. For the eyes, I'm using the engraving tool, or you can use a dotting tool if you want. Just make sure it's not too big. Dreamy eyes. Hear this. enjoy doing with stained glass gel because it's more sheer than just mixing polish with top coat. Sometimes it's still a little harsh. I haven't had time to walk into a lot of stained glass design lately, so I'm glad that today we have a chance to learn about stained glass. How she look? She look either normal or really fucked up. Hear this. Now putting some matte on. Now I'm gonna draw a little red circle up here and the moon on her collar. And then some highlight for her. Cuties. Remember Lomeli, remember tomorrow, coming on time so you don't miss it. Yes, Caitlin. Oh my God, you guys are. Oh, I can't stand you guys. You guys keep mentioning the high part of rehab. Now I feel the need to do some pop-up now. Gosh, I'm getting shaky. All right. Isn't anime weird? Such big eye. Who would ever think of that? Okay, now I'm gonna add red on for her head. So, oh no! Violet Rose? Pop doesn't take 5 minutes? I do it all day. When I'm ready for it, it's gonna be all day long. What you talking about 5 minutes? 5 minutes is for beginners. I have been smoking for like 20 years. What do you mean 5 minutes? Get this. Just spread it out. Just like that. And now I draw it in a little yellow moon. See the reason I made it first, so it's all nice and level for me now. Now I can just draw on it smoothly. See, it's so sharp because my brush, I don't load a lot of gel on. Very minimum amount of gel, so it's very, very neat. That's what people mistake is. They depend on the product and they load in a bunch of gel onto their brush and they brush it on to the surface and it's become like a clump, like a hot mess. So remember, you have to load just a little bit of gel onto your brush. Don't go too crazy on the amount of gel. Let me show you. So you see the gel polish? People love to do this. See that? And then they will paint on like that. What I do is that when I paint in lines, I pull it out. So now it's less on my brush. When I'm filling in, I take a scoop, I put it right in the middles. And then I make sure that my brush doesn't have a lot of gel. And then I take that and I spread that out. That's how I fill in different spaces, so it's nice and neat. Add a little shadow for the red. Now, next is highlight. Highlight is fun too. Let me add a little line for the hair too. Okay. Now next is highlight. So highlight, I use white, of course. White metal effect. I'm so excited to see your replication. This is level 3 technique. So if you replicate it close to this, you are golden. Okay, so some white texture effect out. The reason I do it because it's thicker when I do an intricate line, especially highlight and shadow. I like to use gel pen strictly, but still pick up very moderate amount of gel onto your brush if you pour it out. So it's loading into the brush, but it's not thick. There's 9 different levels. When you get to level 9, that is when you do portrait. Anything after that, you no longer need to be taught. You still need to learn. You just not need to be teach. You can teach yourself at level 9. I never really learn from anyone. I self-taught. It's all self-taught. This step you can skip if you wish, but don't skip this part. This right here is the little line for her collar.
There you go.
Thank you, honey. So collar have a line, and then her bow. So you can skip this. You can skip the highlight. Just like this. But the highlight will make it even better. This one to make the eye classy. Extra classy. Tiny bit here for the nose. Face. This for the hair. lighter too. So, my guess is if you never do anime character before, it probably take you like 1 hour for this. If you get used to drawing character before, it should take you about 15 to 30 minutes for this. 15 is the fastest because that's my speed. It's 15 minutes. So if you can do it in 15 minutes, but don't try to do it in 15 minutes. Take all your time. You want to make sure you have it right before you increase the speed. Take about 30 minutes to an hour for beginners. And for people that you to get gratis, 15 to 30 minutes. And remember, repost your creation so I can see the process, the progress. Oh, now she looks like she just drank some milk. Or she looks like she have extra lip gloss on that is so shiny. But anyways. So, I hope you enjoyed this live. I can't wait to see the replication. Hear this and match this. The first, I would suggest, yes, look like she snores some coke. Gosh, the good old days. Now, make sure that you do exactly like this first before you add your little twist into it, okay? You have to make sure that, your first creation have to look exactly like that, so you catch all the rules, all the do's and don'ts, and then you can twist it however you want it. Now take some matte and apply all over her. When I do detail like this, I like to use matte and shine. But of course, you can do shine on your client. It's just if you want to take pictures of her nails, you should do matte. You do matte, so when you take a picture, you don't show the glare. And then after you take the picture, then you put shine on for her, so she be happy. Because sometimes people doesn't like matte. But matte is important to take picture with. She look like her lip West. Thank you, Lucy Rossington. Is she gonna have blush? Oh, I forgot the blush. I forgot the blush on her, but you can add a blush on her if you want. See, I forgot the blush on her. You can easily add some blush by seeing the paper towels. And some pink, some orange. You can add blush last too. Some yellow, so it's like a coral, like an orange. And then you add a little blue, just a little bit. It's like a nude. I'll add more pink, cause it's blush. And then I add a little white. A nude blush. So orange and blue to make nude, and then add more pink to make it kind of like a nude blush, and then add white to make it softer. And you can go in here and you can just lightly blend. But it have matte top coat on it. It should be able to stuck on a little bit. So I didn't keep it for 5 seconds. Now it look a little pinkish. Okay. picture of this. Take a picture of this so you can repost this. Tripod now. Where is Iggy, girl? Where is you? Where is EE? So she might be busy or something. Remember, be on time to catch a live. And tomorrow you're gonna have another live. Another one not today, tomorrow. And remember, be on time. You have to invest your time for your education. Remember, you could have been paying for this. You could have been paying big bucks for this. Online, you probably pay like, I don't know, $75 to $100. In class, probably $600 to $1,000. Remember, the only thing that you need is your time to be invested in. So remember to invest your time in it if you want to learn and level up. Kandia means been recording the whole things. I don't record it. You can. So this is your first live, I assume. Who's at Street 23? If you, first time you do going on this live, we are doing this every week. And this is called Interactive Live. Wednesday we're gonna do nails party, which we do a lot of design, but you get to watch only. Today you get to do it with me. Tomorrow is 10 o'clock a.m. Chicago time. So in India it should be around 7:30 or 8:30. I'm not sure. But if you have iPhone, you can click on the time and it will tell you. Let me see. So 10 a.m. Chicago time in Abu Dhabi is, okay, right now it's 12. Abu Dhabi is 9, so it's 2 hours. It's 9 hours ahead. So 10, it should be around 7. About 7 to 7:30 in Abu Dhabi. So remember, 10 o'clock, that is my time, that is Chicago time. And by the way, you can check on the schedule too. I already scheduled it. Let me go on to my website. I already have scheduled right here. Live video, interactive live, Dragon Eyes tomorrow at 10. So make sure you go on here to keep track of this. Now it's 12:20 a.m. where I'm at. So remember, tomorrow is the Dragon Eye Interactive Live. Be on time, don't be late. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today. I hope you learned a lot of tips and tricks on character painting. This also is another design that I did. Of course, it is more detailed than this. This is more simple for you. Draw like a moon behind hers. This I use different technique though. I use a portrait technique to draw her. I want the detail to be more fine-tuned. But this I use a more simple line work technique. See, a cartoon technique. This is portrait technique. The portrait technique, this is level 8. It's more refined. Alright, I'm gonna get up here. How long does it take for do that one? This one take me about 30 minutes. This one is very intricate. This is a whole set I did. I love this bedazzlement, don't you? I draw first and then I put bedazzle on it with white metal effect gels. Tomorrow, let me write down what you need. Let me get a notepad and a pen. Alright, for the dragon eyes, you will need, let me see, black texture